Let's be honest for a second. There's a version of you that exists only in your head. This version of you is incredible. They are disciplined, they are consistent, they wake up early, they do the work, they build the business, they learn the language, and they go to bed proud. You see this version of yourself so clearly, it feels so real that you can almost touch it. But then, you open your eyes, and the reality is very different. You are stuck behind an invisible wall. You have the ambition, you have the intelligence, you might even have the plan, but when it comes time to physically move, to sit down, to open the laptop, to make the call, you freeze. It's like your body refuses to listen to your brain. And then the bargaining begins. You tell yourself, I'm just not feeling it right now. I'll start at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. comes and you say, well, I need to eat first. I'll start at 4. 4 p.m. comes and the sun starts to set and panic sets in. You realize the day is almost gone. So you make the ultimate deal with the devil. Today is a wash, but tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow I will be a machine. But tomorrow comes and it is exactly the same. You are trapped in a time loop of your own making. And the tragedy isn't that you are lazy. If you were truly lazy, you would be happy doing nothing. You wouldn't care. But you do care. You care so much it hurts. You are exhausted not from working, but from the stress of not working. You are tired from fighting a war inside your own head.
So why is this happening? Why are you fighting yourself? You need to understand that you are not one single person. Inside your skull, there is a civil war taking place between two distinct parts of your brain. First, there is the prefrontal cortex. This is the CEO of your brain. It cares about the future. It understands logic, long-term goals, and consequences. This is the part of you that wants to change. But then, there is the limbic system, specifically the amygdala. This is the ancient, primal part of you, the lizard brain. It does not care about your career or your dreams. It cares about two things: safety and comfort. It wants to conserve energy. It wants to avoid pain. Here is the problem. To your lizard brain, hard work looks exactly like a threat. When you think about that big project, your amygdala screams: danger, uncertainty, possibility of failure, pain. So it hijacks the control panel. It forces you to look away. It demands an immediate escape route. And in 2026, the easiest escape route is right in your pocket. Enter the dopamine trap. You pick up your phone, scroll, watch a video, check a notification. Instantly, your brain gets a small hit of reward. Relief. The anxiety of the task fades away. Your lizard brain says, see, good job. We avoided the threat. We are safe. You aren't scrolling because you are entertained. You are scrolling to numb the pain of resistance. You are self-medicating your anxiety with cheap dopamine.
This biological mechanism creates 3 specific traps that keep you stuck. You need to identify them before you can break them. Killer number 1, the myth of feeling ready. You are waiting for a feeling that is never going to come. You think that motivation is a prerequisite for action. You think you need to feel inspired to start. This is a lie. Motivation is not the fuel. Motivation is the exhaust. Motivation comes after you start, not before. By waiting to feel like it, you are giving your feelings the power to vote. And your feelings will always vote for Netflix. Killer number 2, perfectionism, fear in a fancy suit. You tell yourself you have high standards. You say, I want to do it right. But let's be real. Perfectionism is just procrastination with a better reputation. You are terrified that if you try, you might produce something mediocre. You are afraid of the valley of disappointment. So you protect your ego by never starting. Because if you never write the book, it can never be a bad book. If you never launch the business, it can never fail. You are choosing the safety of a fantasy over the messiness of reality. Killer number 3, passive action. This is the most dangerous one. You watch videos about productivity, you read books about success, you organize your desk, you make color-coded to-do lists. It feels like work, but it is not work. It is passive action. You are tricking your brain into thinking you're making progress, when in reality, you're just preparing to prepare. You are becoming a scholar of success instead of a practitioner of it. Enough diagnosis. How do we fix this? We do not fix this with willpower. Willpower is a battery, and yours is already empty. We fix this with systems and psychology. Strategy 1, lower the activation energy. In chemistry, activation energy is the energy required to start a reaction. Right now, your start button is too high. You are looking at the mountain. Stop looking at the mountain. Look at the first stone. Don't say, I will write an essay. Say, I will open the laptop and write one sentence. Make the first step so stupidly small that your lizard brain doesn't see it as a threat. You need to sneak past the guard dog. Strategy 2, embrace the 2-minute threshold. Here is a secret. The pain of doing the work is almost entirely in the first 2 minutes. It's like jumping into a cold pool. The anticipation is terrifying. The initial shock is painful. But after you swim for 2 minutes, it's fine. You adapt. Your goal is not to finish the project. Your goal is just to survive the first 2 minutes. Once you break that surface tension, momentum takes over. Strategy 3, design your environment. You cannot rely on discipline if your environment is designed for distraction. If your phone is next to you, you will lose. If your tabs are open, you will lose. You need to create a monk mode space. Put the phone in another room. Turn off the internet if you don't need it. Clear the desk. Make the bad habit difficult and the good habit easy. You are the architect of your reality. Build a room that forces you to focus.
But there is one final piece. The most important piece. You need to stop beating yourself up. I know you think that guilt is a fuel. You think that if you hate yourself enough, you will finally change. But guilt is heavy. Shame drains your energy. When you lie in bed at night hating yourself, you are releasing stress. And what does a stressed brain crave? Comfort. So by beating yourself up, you are literally chemically priming your brain to procrastinate again tomorrow. You need to practice radical self-compassion. You messed up today? Okay, forgive yourself. Immediately, reset the clock. You are not a lazy person. You are a person who had a lazy habit. There is a difference. Your past does not define your future unless you carry it with you. Start casting votes for your new identity. Every time you do 10 minutes of work, you cast a vote for the disciplined you. Every time you put the phone away, you cast a vote for the focused you. You don't need a landslide victory. You just need to win 51% of the votes. You are building a new character, one small action at a time.
So here we are. You have a choice to make. You can close this video, feel inspired for 5 minutes, and then go back to scrolling. You can wait for tomorrow. You can keep living in the fantasy of what you could be. But remember this, a year from now, you will wish you had started today. Time is going to pass anyway. The time will pass if you work, and the time will pass if you don't. But where will you be when it arrives? The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. Don't carry the weight of regret. You are capable of so much more than this loop. The wall is invisible. You can walk right through it. But nobody is going to come save you. No magical moment is coming. It's just you and this moment. Close the video, put down the phone, and begin.